Hi there. My name is Carlos Torres, and this is my hero presentation. When I was reading over one of the ideas, when I was reading over the assignment, one of the ideas and prompts that caught my eye at first was the question of, is it ethical, proper, or even possible for businesses to promote heroism in the workplace? And can it be both beneficial to workers and the company? One of the main reasons this caught my eye and got me thinking was that anytime I hear about businesses in the news, it's usually a scandal of some sort. Big business scandals happen all the time. Not all the time, but they happen. For example, the Madoff scandal. You've heard about it before. I'm sure everyone has. There's been plenty of documentaries made. Uh, this scandal affected hundreds of people. The Enron scandal, another scandal that happened some years ago, but it made headlines worldwide. Um, you know, these things happen for a reason, and I'll get into that in a second. But then there's also little things that happen, like maybe harassment in the workplace or insensitivity happening, people saying things that are hurting other people's feelings. So why aren't businesses already heroic? Uh, I believe competing for promotions is something you see on like TV, on TV shows, movies, things like that. You see guys bumping heads or barking at each other, uh, trying to get the new corner office and the new big bonus. Um, and although I do believe competition is good for business to an extent, I think in the long run, it can lead to people undermining others or in taking shortcuts. Anytime you use someone else as a stepping stone, rarely, if ever, is it good and heroic. Um, Greed for money often leads to bad ethical choices. Shocker, right? Money is a huge temptation. It makes people do things they normally wouldn't, all for the sake of a little extra cash, but to buy that nice big house or get a new car, things like that. Um, but it is possible for businesses to be heroic, and I know that because of this example right here. This man is Dan Price. You might have heard his name before. He made headlines across America because he might just be the best boss ever. He cut his salary from $1 million to $70,000. That is a huge difference, and I'm not sure I'd be able to do the same. Excuse me, but yeah, he cut his salary from $1 million to $70,000, and not only did he do that, he made minimum wage at his company $70,000. And you can look however much you want, you're not really going to find that anywhere else. So $70,000 minimum wage changed hundreds of lives, things like that. Uh, and not only was it good for his employers, it was also good for his company because business tripled for his company in the next fiscal year. So this is, real world proof that you can be heroic and it can be beneficial to both the employees and the company. And I thought of some other ways to be heroic, like more involving the workplace, because not everyone's a CEO. I thought if you promote cooperation in the workplace instead of competition, um, you know, that leads to attaining goals faster, and it doesn't lead to people stepping on each other's toes or nipping at each other, trying to just move on up in the workplace. Celebrating employee accomplishments, I think, is important. Uh, I know myself, I enjoy when my hard work and effort has been recognized by the boss or even other employees. It always makes me feel good. Um, Creating a diverse, welcoming environment is huge. Walking into any new place, any new job, new school, it's always intimidating. Yeah, you don't know everybody, but if you have a welcoming environment, it's going to ease some of that intimidation. And I know for someone like myself, I'm a person of color. So when I walk into a building and I see people of all different races and backgrounds, it always makes me feel good. Makes me feel like this is a stand up place and I have nothing to worry about. And lastly, but definitely not least, speak up when you see something. Now, this is very much easier said than done. Um, for example, if you see maybe the boss, or you're at like a company outing and you see the boss being a little flirty or a little, too much in someone's bubble, um, speak up about it. Ask someone if they need help. I know it's hard to. The bystander effect come into play here. You assume other people see it and notice it, they'll say something, things like that. But most likely they won't. As we learned in class, you do not want to be a bystander. Uh, Speak up. It's tough to do, and I know you probably wouldn't want to get on the boss's bad side or muddy your name, but it's worth doing. You can change people's lives. Little things like that are very important, and I think is possible, and it promotes heroism in the workplace. So yeah, that is my hero presentation. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.